What's up, you slasher psychos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have one hell of a horror classic lined up. It is Steve Miner's 1982 unique take on the slasher genre. Guys, it is Friday the 13th Part 3, and this one is just as fun as the original and the sequel to it, and it just carries on the tradition of great slasher fun. Let's not waste any more time. Here is Friday the 13th, Part 3. Friday the 13th, Part 3 is a fabulously ridiculous and entirely fun third entry in the long-standing horror slasher series. Plagued with corny 3D moments and energized by a cast of 80s teen miscreants, this ludicrous production is nothing short of cult classic greatness, with a side of good old-fashioned Jason Voorhees fun. Bloody, ballsy, and everything in between. Friday the 13th Part 3 is a traditional stab at the genre, and with stupendously entertaining results. The film follows a new group of teens, led by a young beautiful woman named Chris Higgins, as they vacation at her family's cabin near Crystal Lake. Once settled in, they begin being mutilated by the seemingly immortal Jason Voorhees, as he kicks ass and takes lives, all in the name of terror. Will anyone survive the unrelenting wrath of Jason? Or is this just another walk in the park for this legendary murdering icon? In true 80s slasher fashion, the film is filled to the brim with interesting and off-the-wall characters, which all do their parts in making this production one hell of an entertaining ride. The standout victims and central cast of teenagers are Dana Kimmel as Chris, the innocent young woman who has crossed paths with Jason before and has been forever haunted by him. Tracy Savage as Debbie, a bubbly heartbreaker with an unfortunate bun in the oven. Jeffrey Rogers as Andy, the acrobatic nincompoop and budding father-to-be. Catherine Parks as Vera, the super sexy single who's got a date with Jason and his harpoon. Rachel Howard and David Cadams as Chili and Chuck, two pot-smoking hippies primed for the slaughter. And lastly, Larry Zerner as Shelley, the practical joking goofball who's responsible for gifting Jason Voorhees with his iconic hockey mask. As far as victims go, the cast does a tremendous job in making each of their characters unique and memorable. Of course, the wild teenagers aren't the only ones getting in on the massacre fun, as they're joined by an ensemble of equally engaging characters, all with their own tics and quirks. In no particular order, the players are Gloria Charles as Fox, the sassy female biker with a bad attitude. Paul Kratka as Rick, the stick-in-the-mud local who desperately tries to seal the deal with Chris. Kevin O'Brien as Loco, the crude greaser turned human pincushion. And Nick Savage as Ollie, the tough-as-nails biker with a tremendous mean streak. Fun to the last and profusely typical slasher fodder, the collective group gives it their all in filling in their respective roles. Aside from the characters, the true main pull of the film is the outlandish kills on display and the numerous ways in which Jason Voorhees brings the pain to his various victims. Brutal and highly inventive, the film is jam-packed with memorable moments and spine-tingling sequences, all lensed in a respective light and unabashed splendor. Blood is spilt and bodies fall, and in the most entertaining of slasher ways. Carrying the tradition of the series into outstanding territory, the third entry is just as grotesquely engrossing as the previous two films. It's violent, creative, and entirely ridiculous, and that's just the way I like my 80s slasher flicks. In the end, Friday the 13th Part 3 is a cult classic killer concoction, all lensed with that vicious Voorhees edge. And there you have it, Jason fans. just the amazingly fun and wholly entertaining slasher film Friday the 13th Part 3. Just a great goofy addition, and just one that I love revisiting every Friday the 13th. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you with the next movie review. Take care.